again. We're remembering this. Here we go. All right. So in order to finish this proof, I'm sorry, when we do breakout rooms, my whiteboard goes away, which is a sad and unfortunate state of affairs in Zoom. I wish that they would change this one up. But in order to finish, we would say hence. And what our hence is just hence the following are equivalent as desired. And this gets a big giant smiley face because I didn't put any smiley faces previously, but we can if you want to. You don't have to write out all 4 of the statements again. You don't have to say 1 implies 2 and 2 implies 4, etc. You can just say hence the following are equivalent as desired. You can stop there. That's good. We're good to go. All right, those are the following are equivalent. How are we doing? Give me a thumbs up if we're doing okay with the following are equivalent. Everybody good? Okay, in my notes, so if you want to look at my chapter 7 notes, in my notes, the way that I did this was we had 1, 2, 3, and 4, and I just went around the outside. So I went from 1 to 2, from 2 to 3, from 3 to 4, and from 4 to 1. That was the way that I did it. The way that we did it in class is perfectly acceptable as well. However you want to do it is fine. Sometimes there's going to be arrows that are way harder to get. And so sometimes you might want to do 2 arrows that are easier instead of 1 arrow that is harder. So sometimes it might be easier to do 2 different proofs because those are going to be 2 easier proofs than 1 really hard one. So sometimes arrows are hard. This is practical and linear algebra. So when you take linear algebra, we have a whole long list of statements that are equivalent. We add to it all semester long, and we prove the following are equivalent. I think we start with a proof of like 5, and I draw my arrows up on the board. It's super useful in there. It also shows up in cryptography, interestingly. Actually, I hit this right before break. So there's a cryptography problem where if you know a certain piece of information, then you can do a whole bunch of other things. And so we draw a list of arrows around in a circle, and we say, if I can do this, then I can do this, and then I can do this, and then I can do this. So if you ask about stuff in cryptography, it shows up there as well. So linear algebra, though, is really the big place where the following are equivalent shows up. It is a list that we add to all semester long. I think that in your homework, I need to look exactly what I'm assigning, but the book doesn't do any of the examples of this. I wish they would. I really like this section. I think it's a good review on what type of proofs you've been doing, and it's just another way to do a whole bunch of individual proofs. But that's section 7.2. Are we good? Everybody good on section 7.2? Okay. Plan for next week then. Monday is 7.3. Wednesday will be review, and then Friday test. So that's the plan for next week. And that means chapter 7 homework is also due next week, Friday. So I'll send out some homework today, and then I will send out the rest on Monday. Grant, question.
Would there be any reason we would have a cheat sheet like last time?
Let me think about that over the weekend. My inclination is probably not, because I don't think you need, like last time you had all of those logical equivalent statements, and I don't think you need that this time with proofs, but I'll think about it over the weekend and get you an answer on Monday for sure.
Thanks.
The other thing that I need to do, and this is my weekend project, is rubric for your proof notebook. So I still haven't done that yet. I apologize. Life's been a little crazy getting online instruction up and running. So that's my other goal for this weekend. Anything else? Other questions before I let you go to either do more classes or enjoy your weekend, one of the two? Anybody else? Okay, I will try to get a reading assignment sent out right now before my 9 o'clock class, but otherwise it'll come out this afternoon. Thank you. Have a good weekend, and I'll see you on Monday or in differential equations later. Bye, guys.